toenails. Welcome. One of the first festivals of light, the first festival of light this time of year, the Bali, was yesterday. So I lit a candle. Beeswax is nice. It's okay to breathe it. Please come to your Sukhasana. Sukhasana is one of the seated poses for meditation, and it means to pose. So do take a moment to arrange and to offer yourself some elevation underneath your pelvis if needed, or some softness. We'll do a few different things here. So make sure that your knees are comfortable, that you're able to sit up tall and relaxed. Settle, center. Soft downward centered gazing. Bringing your hands together. Just let them come together for a moment. Say hello, feel their temperature. And then using your left hand, stretching your right wrist into flexion, your right hand. Adding just a little bit of a light touch. Support, and then extending the wrist in here. So going back. Gentle touch. Release. Other side, wrist flexion, wrist extension. Nothing forced, no strain, and release. Just that I can feel the increased blood flow. Cricket rubs. Rub your hands together. Listen. Feel the vibration. To your other ear. Listen. And then cupping your eyes very lightly. Sitting gently tall. 5 cycles of breath. Bringing softness around your eyes. Releasing mental tension. Inhaling through your nose, gentle sound. Using a little core strength to sit tall without your arms. And breathing out down into the navel center. Notice grounding. Add an up reach and some circling movements with the wrists and hands. Both ways. Little stretch of the torso as you sit up tall, and reach one more time. Reach, reach. Exhale, hands to Pranamasana. Inhale. Out. Draw your hands into the center of your chest. Bring your chin down to lengthen your neck, so flexing your neck. A moment for that head-heart connection. If there's someone or something that you'd like to make space for in your practice, that's something we can add. A dedication or intention. Then breathing in when you're ready, extending the neck, hold your chest, lift your chin, relax your shoulders. Doesn't need to be a big movement here. Turn your head towards the right. Just find a sweet spot where you can breathe into a little tightness. Slowly over to the left. This one can be a nice everyday practice if you have any upper body stuff, especially. Bring it back to center and release. Lean back, tone your tummy. I just felt that in my lower back. If I was going to go too quickly into the balance on the sacrum. Nice length in the low back, sit tall, hold on. Find your float. Change the cross of your ankles. 5 more breaths, hold firmly to your shins, lift your chest, long spine. One more time. Tone in the belly, exhale, and then slowly control feet come down. Tucking yourself back in for hip circles. Check in, make sure all is well before leaning out towards the right and sweeping your torso forward and around towards the left. Straight across the back. And let yourself get into that flow for a few cycles. Grounding, hands on the legs. Rebreathing. Take the time for one more on this side. Sit up tall in the center and go the other way out, around, moving from the hip joints, bringing some movement and waking them up a bit. Getting into some flows today. Can be nice with the idea of letting go of everything being very linear. One more time around. Come back to center, feel the swirling inside. Stretch your arms out to the sides, big stretch, hands. Then bend your elbows a few times to touch your shoulders. Elbow joints getting a little love. One more. Come in, touch where you touch, and then draw the circles forward with your elbows. And your shoulders move. Curious, non-judgmental awareness. The other way. Trying to figure out these things in our bodies gives our logical minds an activity. Let that be. Finishing with the neck circles, head circling, right ear towards the shoulder. Use your chin down towards your chest. Over to the other side, long to the back. Give you your own time for that exploration. Find center. Nice and long in the neck, and then the other side. Try to move smoothly between those positions. Good job. And let that be. I wanted to include the hands and wrist warm-ups so that we can come around to the hands and knees for a few things. Give yourself knee cushioning if you would like. Take a little time to spread and look at each of your hands. Find your starfish fingers. Bring tone across your front hip points. Feel how that supports your lower back. Close your eyes, make a connection with your low belly and your low back. Feel the tops of your feet rounding and your hands. Keeping the stillness in the low belly and low back. Scapula push-ups. So let your chest come towards the floor, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And then lift your chest, spreading your shoulder blades wide. Try not to move your lower back. Just try to focus on the shoulder blades together and spread 3 more times. It's a small movement. It helps strengthen the shoulder blades onto the back. Mobility in those joints. One more. Spread and release. Sitting back slowly into child's. Walk out to the right side into side knee to child's pose. Please just take what you need from what I say. A lot of these things I have to say in case it's someone's first time. Just take what you need. Gentle reminders. Get to know where you need to pay attention in yourself. One more time, breathing out. Slow transition to the other side. One step at a time until you feel that nice length all the way down the back. Settle your head down. Hips can be high or low. Take care of your body. Breathe deeply. Still beginning the practice, dropping in. Rest your mind on your breath. Find a little space between your thoughts. Exhale once more. Getting into this body work, this body experience. Inhale slowly to cow spine. It's okay to take an extra breath. Gentle extension, letting the low back tilt forward just a little bit. And then cat spine. Stretch your low back as you curl your tail, press your hands, tuck your chin. 4 more times. Move with control. Spinal mobility. Gaze down the nose. Gaze towards the navel. You can lead with your gaze for the last cycle. And release to neutral. Puppy pose, tuck your toes under. Sit back slowly, stopping at any point. This is an active child's pose version where you have your elbows lifted, armpits lifted, head down, and long spine. Reach your hips towards your heels, away from your hands. Nice broad back and chest. One more time, breathe deeply. Working our way up to our feet through bear pose and downward dog. Bring your hands closer, retuck your toes. Exhale, tone your belly. Then lift your knees 2 inches, pressing your hands. 1, 2, breathing calmly. This strengthens around your hip joints a lot, as well as your core. 4, 5, downward facing dog. Changes by straightening the legs. Pick up and reset your hands for nice flow of blood, pressing the heels of the hands into the mat. Wrap your shoulders towards your heart and bring your head down. Lift your belly, toning the navel towards the spine. Then firm your legs and press them back, reaching the heels for the ground. 1. Adho Mukha, downward facing dog pose. Balancing that back bend of the chest reaching downward with strength in your core. 1 more time. So forward fold and a back bend at the same time, basically. Make your way to your hands, walking forward. Hips high. Let your heels come down when you've done your walking. Release your hands from the floor. Sweep them up towards the sky. Stand up with strong legs. Breathing in. Touch. Breathe out. Bring your arms down. Mountain. 2, 3. Stand well. Just the energy needed. 5. Step to the front third of your mat. Feet hip distance. All of these are balancing poses. Stepping back to crescent lunge with your right leg. Find a steady spot for your eyes, holding hands together, or your pelvic center could be a nice place to hold for that big step to the ball of the foot. Make your way there. Bend your knee over your ankle. Bring your arms up, lifting your ribcage. Bend your back knee towards the floor and release it 5 times. 2, It doesn't have to be a big movement to be effective. There's a lot going on here. Stability around that front knee, around the root of your big toe. I lost count already. One more. Kick it out. Straighten your leg, lean forward, press your feet, kick. Back to where we started. Other side, big step. You can start with the heel down and spin. Bend the knee in the front leg, in the back leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Increasing the vital energy release with the kick. Mountain. Warrior A. Right leg back. Bend your knee. Keep your heel grounded this time. Bring your rib cage forward. Hands together, rising up. Gaze down the nose. Sthira Sukha Asanam. Balance your effort with ease. And B. Exhale, release your hands down. Turn to the side, reach out. Refine the foundation. Turn the head. 1, 2. If you look down, you'll see your big toe on your front leg because your knee is not collapsing inward. One more time. Release to the side of your mat and into the plie squat of Goddess pose down the center. Adjust the angle of your feet so your knees track towards your toes. Wrap it up. Hug your shoulders. Tuck your chin if you like. Hold the legs steady. Meditation here on the inner arches of the feet, that line all the way up to the pelvis. And then release some tension there. Let that stretch out. Find some space. Coming up, squeeze your glutes. Heels out, star pose, spread your fingers, reach your arms. Inhale. Exhale. Back for the second side. Hug the shoulders with the other arm on top. Come into the goddess squat. 1, 2. Uddiyana Bandha, navel gently in and up. 5. Press feet, squeeze glutes, release, star, inhale. Exhale, mountain pose. Other side, warriors A and B. Stretch out your stance. Teach your knee so that with practice your knee knows where it belongs, knows how to keep itself steady as you work on other aspects of the shape. The arch of the back foot is lifted. Nice contact with the earth. Exhales reinforce the belly strength in the spinal extension of this pose. One more time. B, bring down your hands. Turn to the side. Change the spacing if you need to. Reset your front knee, reach your arms. Keep the low belly under you and turn your head. With your regular practice, these probably get pretty easy. I think the first time you ever do this, this feels really hard. Breathe out one more time. For some perspective. Come back and find your wide standing parallel feet, please. So feet are lined up with the short edges of your mat. For the lateral lunge, bending your right knee out towards your toes. Until you feel some strength and challenge. 5 breaths, hands on the thighs. Dynamic legs and feet. 4, 5. This release is really important. To turn and press to straighten the leg, find center. Exhale to the other side, track your knee towards your toes, find that lateral lunge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press it straight, inhale. Exhale here, belly grounds. Side to side lunge flow. Turn out your toes about 45 towards the corners of your mat is good. The distance between your feet comfortable. So you'll start with a right knee bending towards the toes as far as you like, as long as the tracking is in a good direction, and come up to center. To the second side, find your range of motion and release. We can start to play with a reach across, maybe a tap. You don't have to tap, but you can just reach. Third one, let it flow. Third one. Fourth one. Fourth one. Fifth one for a hold. Come on in. If you want to pick up your back toes or drop your hips towards the floor in a squat, you may. Mindful of your joints. One more time. Make your way to center, all the way up, and then to the other side. Knee towards the toes for a hold, strong. So our alignment, mindful and good, so that we are creating patterns that are positive. Maybe pick up those back toes if that's interesting. No harming, no pain. Tightness, yes, we can work with sensation. Come on up and out, breathing in, breathing out. Work your way to mountain, staying on this side for Chandra Namaskar. I haven't done this one in a while. Moon salutation. Bring up your hands. Just take these a little lighter, not going for your maximum. Little side bend over to the right. Center inhale, side bend over to the left. Inhale, goddess, step it out. Straighten your legs, triangle pose to the front of your mat. Reach your arms. So do a nice soft version of triangle. Smooth breathing. And cooling down after those dynamic lunge poses. Transitioning to Parsvottanasana, so turn to face the front of your mat. Let us switch the back foot across, find that turn of the pelvis. Tall spine, inhale, exhale, side lengthening pose, come down, hands forward variation. 1, balancing, core strength. Not too much, not your maximum. Just a sweet spot. Janiyasana is the next pose. So a big transition to bring the back knee to the floor. Take your time. Rise up. Set your shoulders and shoulder blades, and then bring your pelvis and your front knee forward to your own degree. One more time, breathing out. Bring your leg back over the knee. The next pose is that side lunge. So we just did that a moment ago, where you turn towards the corner of the mat, you turn to face the side. And let's just bring it over to the second side and turn into the low lunge on the back of your mat. So bring down your right knee, find the low lunge on the knee. Guide your left knee towards your toes. Just using grounded hands today on the leg instead of doing the reach. Remember to keep it soft. One more cycle of breath. Calm and cool. Parsvottanasana with the back leg. You can stay or come up and fold again towards the leg. Balance. Lengthen the torso. Breathe. Stillness between the eyebrows. Stillness in the navel. Coming up and into triangle. And turning the back foot out, pelvis to the side, over and down. Tummy tones. Reach gently. Each exhale, belly center. Exhale, belly. Inhale, come up. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, mountain. Hands together. With these side bends, let's do a 5-breath hold. So to finish, bring your hands together and up. Over towards the left side into a standing side bend. This is sometimes called a half moon. Hold for 5, keep it light. 5, a little space. Inhale, up, eyes. Exhale, over. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it back to center. Inhale. Exhale, bring down your hands. Pinkies together, open hands, gesture of inner listening. Release your hands to the back of your body, working with your arm length and proportions. Just comfortably hold your low back space, back of your pelvis. So just giving a little support and love into that sacrum area. Standing back bend, widen your feet slightly. You can, I'm staying to the side, but you can turn forward if you like. So first we have to be grounded. Strong legs, open feet, tall spine. Then guide your pelvis forward, lift up your rib cage and gaze down your nose. You don't need to go far. Gently open your front body, your front shoulders, chest, throat a little bit. One more time. So we bring the head last, so start with your pelvis, bring it back underneath, reversing upright. Step your feet towards the front again, and then come into the lunar uttanasana. So forward fold, bend your knees enough so you can rest your hands on the floor, bringing your head down. Get some feedback, your ribs against your legs, your breath. One more time. Breathing out. Coming back up. Mountain. Let your arms breathe in. Fold forward, breathe out. Bring your legs back and your knees down. Tiger pose. Spread your hands. The upper body here does a chaturanga style. Elbows in, dip your chest down and forward. And release. Just try that a time or two. Learning that little yoga push-up. It uses the back of the upper arms. Okay, so then we add with a tone in the belly, reaching your right leg back, parallel to the floor to point your toes. Lift your head so there's a spinal extension, a little hip extension. Inhale. Exhale, bring your knee, your elbows, and your nose towards your navel. Curl it all in. Go super slowly, twice more. Tiger, extend, and curl. Going with slow and controlled range of motion today instead of a faster flow. Curl it in. Release. Other side. 3 times. Slowly lift your leg. It's connected to your lower back. Gently extend your hip. So opening the front of the hip, point the toes. Exhale, elbows. Hug in, knee curls in, chin goes down. Twice more, slow. More about length and height on that going back. Curl it all the way into motion. Once more, I forgot my elbows on that one. Hug the elbows, bend them a little bit, pull it in, and release. You cross your ankles and come out and into Janu Shirsasana, folding back your right. Left leg, either side. Tall inhale. Exhale, tilt forward, come out slowly. Just flowing into a new place, meeting the moment. Head down. Relax your muscular effort today once you're here. So your foot relaxes, the big difference. Again. Slowly coming up. Changing sides. Getting into this somatic experience, the body experience. Find that length out the leg. And relax any effort that you put into the muscles to get there. Breathing focuses in the lower back. Exhale again. Coming up with some slowness. Let's do one set of Baddha Konasana where you bring your feet together, centering the spine and the pelvis. Tall, breathe in. Forward, breathe out. And like we just did, once you are here, let your muscles relax. Keep it soft. Let go. Rest your eyes, focusing on the space between the eyebrows. Exhale one more time. Coming up with a slow breath in and release your legs. So as promised, we'll spend the rest of practice on our backs, starting with a supported back bend, which can just be a lying bridge pose. If you'd like to do it over the rolled blanket, if you find this therapeutic for your upper back, if you have a tendency to be rounded or tight in your thoracic spine, which so many of us are, this can help hold us in the other direction. So carefully coming back from seated, use your core, round your spine like we do when we lie down, legs straight. Ease over that rolled blanket. You can slip your hands behind your skull. Check in, make sure you don't do too much. Make sure it's sustainable. It's positioned under your shoulder blades. Can be slightly higher or lower. If you are on your back without elevation, that is fine as well. Back bending can be kind of pranic, more full moon kind of energy, kind of full of inhale kind of energy. So it brings a nice balance during the new moon where we can be a little aponic, a little low energy. Relax the fronts of your hips. Breathing very slowly. 3 more cycles. Giving yourself plenty of exhale time. To soften means a nice stretch of the inhale. So 1 more. Nice and full. Exhale, nice and empty. Coming off your rolled blanket. If you're not on one, then stay as you are and bring your knees to your chest. You can do knees to chest to come up. Throw the feet away, holding on, round your back, sit up with that support as one way of coming up. Blanket out of the way. I'm going to make sure I have my other stuff close by. And then coming back to the back of your body. You can use a pillow here. So now we're doing forward fold in the spine. So any of the knees towards the chest poses. Plenty of time to do several. Just settle first. Do some ankle and foot movements. Let your back relax. Your head relax. Your eyes. Soften and rest your feet. Happy baby pose could be part of this time if you feel like doing that. A supportive way is to fold your arms behind your elbows, catch your opposite hand, and let your knees fold over your arms so it holds you in the shape. Nice and soft between the eyebrows, coming into figure 4 pose on each side for a few rounds of breath, 5 to 8. If you want to count them, just give it a little time. Not striving. Just finding a sweet place to be with your body with this shape right now. Early, possibly in your day. Notice. That feel complete. You could release now or give it a couple more rounds of breath. Plenty of time. Plenty of space. Getting to know the best way to support yourself for this transition. You'll want some awareness in your low belly. Touch there with your hands and feel those muscles as part of this practice. Check in with this side of your body so we can configure this shape to work with our knees and hips, your low back, all connected. Let this side be where it is, a little soft, sustainable. Rest your hands, your eyes. The first bit is focusing on releasing around any tightness in your joints, in the joint area. Once the softness message has been well delivered, bring your awareness back up to your forehead. Eyes soft, maybe closed. Night sky full of stars is the element, the nature connection with the third eye, that energy center. Darkness, clarity, points of light. This time of year can be wonderful for viewing such in real life. Give yourself a chance to soak in some clear stargazing so that you have a nice picture of that when you imagine it. And this one, plenty of time as well, another few cycles of breath. And exhale to awaken and support from the low belly to release. And offer your hips and spine a little free movement, stretching out, or you could do a few windshield wipers. And we'll head into a banana pose. So you can start to cover up if you want to have something on top as you come into your lying side bend. So you're just going to bring your legs over to the right side of your mat a bit. Make sure your low back has enough space. If you need to bridge up and re-lengthen there, ankles can cross. You stay on your back and bring your torso also towards the right. The arms can be overhead, soft and catching, or not. Any nerve irritation in the arms, bring them lower than the shoulder line. And relax into your lying side bend. Continue your third eye meditation. Breath is gentle and steady. Part of this meditation can be that vibration of the breathing caused by the deep breathing. Adding sound increases the vibration of the breath. And that vibration specifically calms the nervous system here, between the eyebrows. The wandering vagus nerve comes close to the surface and we can feel that calming point. We can access it here. Slowly, slowly, breathe again. Just like coming in, a gradual easing to center. Pause in your center. Let your eyes open a moment. Soft, neutral, unattached. See things as they truly are. Over to the other side, a little shift of your legs. Maybe the ankles cross if that's not too much. Make sure your low back has enough space. Consider the shift of your torso. I just moved my pillow with my head. Arms up, all of this slow, gentle, and then you're going to let go of the muscles. And just let it be restorative and soft. Make a clear connection with your between the eyes energy center. And the next time you breathe out, notice your sacrum. It's on the ground, the back of your pelvis. Inhale between the eyebrows. Exhale, back of pelvis. Pelvis and that energy center represents our watery nature. The idea of flow, all the water that composes our bodies. Waves of breath. Sound like the ocean. And just a little bit more time. Letting an exhale come down into the front of the pelvis. And a slow and mindful release, starting with your upper body. Keep the belly tone for the lower body release. And then bridge up and just recenter my spine and pelvis after the side movement. And we'll twist to each side and then stretch out and rest. So what is your favorite lying twist? You can do the one leg stretched out, the top knee coming across, the knee down twist. Maybe the one where you have your knees more stacked over to the side. Take some time to arrange your body. Remember to just have it be easy and soft today. Giving your body a healing practice. Arrange your arms, your head can be neutral or turned, or even over to the side if you're in the knee down twist. Let go. Breath from your belly center. Inhale to the space between your eyebrows. Exhale to your belly center. The sun center in the belly. Gently strong and grounded each time you breathe out. Feel that warmth of your belly Feel the light of the sun around you. Heart full of gratitude for all that is possible because of the sun. The idea of light being stored inside of you. Let that feel complete. Maybe rest one of your or both of your hands even at your belly. Just add a little weight there, a little touch. And ask that area to be toned as you bring yourself through center with a pause and a shift, and then to the other side, honoring the side of your body, belly center, hold as you settle. Find your lying twist that's nice and comfortable for this side today. And come back into any of these meditative themes. So the lower three chakras, the belly, the sacrum, pelvic floor, called the lower triangle sometimes. That is our connection with the earth, our bodies, and a strong sense of that part of you. Warm, fluid, rounded. Follow an inhale to your heart. Exhale down into the lower triangle. Inhale to your throat. Check in. Is it soft and open here? Exhale, lower triangle. Inhale to the third eye. Exhale down in the body. Or the crown chakra, the very top of the head, where we connect with the sky. Breathe up to there. And through the third eye, through the throat, through the heart, exhale down, down, down. One more time into the warm center of the belly. Moving with awareness from there into resting pose. All nice and relaxed. Just stretch out and relax your body free. Sometimes I rest my fingers on that line of the torso that divides us in half between the rib cage, between like the navel line. Just letting your fingers rest in a couple spots there. Let go of any holding in your hips, knees, and feet. In your belly, let it relax beneath your hands. Let anything that resonates with your heart also relax. Just letting all of that mix, the joy, the grief, the love, all be present. Throat soft and open. Gradually release your arms to a restful place. And tucking yourself all the way in for this last bit. Letting go of any holding in your pelvic floor. Bring to mind the colors of the sunrise. Bring to mind the colors of the sunset. In the basin of your pelvis, bring to mind a favorite body of water. In the daylight sun, that golden brightness, that is the belly center. The nature connection there. Golden light. Our heart center has green. Evergreens. Grass, plants, leaves. The throat is the blue sky. The forehead is the night sky. And at the top of it all is the mountaintop. Picture yourself on top of a mountain. Or just bring to mind that elevated view. Allowing this meditation on nature to have a positive effect, to remind you your connection, your earthling. Stretch it out. Give yourself some time to experience those things in real life so that you can easily bring them to your imagination. Make your way to your seated pose. Premeditated. Long, long. One more. Long. So brush energy, reach up. And you have a peaceful and wonderful rest of your day. Hope the resting practice restores you and just brings you peace as you move forward. Thank you so much for inspiring me and letting me know that we can bring creativity into our practice.
Thank you, Blossom. That was lovely.
You're welcome, Cindy. Glad you were here for it. And
Thank you.